Iran is using a Chinese satellite to target US bases. What if the real weapon behind modern missile strikes isn't the missile itself, but the data guiding it? In recent developments, Iran has demonstrated a significant leap in strike precision against US military bases. And the reason may not be what most people think. It's not just better missiles or improved launch systems. It's space-based intelligence. Reports indicate that Iran has been leveraging access to a Chinese satellite system believed to provide high-resolution imaging and near real-time surveillance. This kind of capability allows Iran to observe US bases across the Middle East with remarkable clarity. We're talking about the ability to detect aircraft positions, monitor logistical movement, and even track changes in defensive deployments. But the real shift isn't just the satellite itself. It's what Iran can do with the data. Traditionally, military targeting follows a long process. Identify the target, analyze the information, plan the strike, and then execute. This can take hours, or even days. Now imagine compressing that entire process into minutes. With AI-assisted imagery analysis, satellite data can be processed almost instantly. Targets can be identified automatically. Runways, fuel depots, radar systems, and precise coordinates can be generated with minimal human delay. This fundamentally changes the kill chain. Instead of reacting slowly, Iran can now observe, decide, and strike faster than ever before. And that speed translates directly into accuracy. This helps explain why recent strikes appear more precise. Instead of hitting general areas, attacks are increasingly focused on high-value assets, critical infrastructure within military bases. Even more important is timing. Satellite surveillance doesn't just show where targets are, it reveals patterns. When aircraft are parked in groups, when defenses are repositioned, when activity peaks or drops. With that information, strikes can be timed for maximum impact. In other words, Iran isn't just hitting targets, it's choosing the perfect moment to hit them. Now this raises a much bigger question. Where does China fit into all of this? The involvement appears to be indirect, through commercial satellite providers and data services, rather than direct military cooperation. But the effect is the same. China provides the tools, Iran uses them. This is what analysts call gray zone warfare, where influence and capability are projected without direct confrontation. And this model is becoming more common. Because the reality is, satellite technology is no longer exclusive to superpowers. High-resolution imagery, once tightly controlled by governments, is now available commercially. Add artificial intelligence into the equation, and suddenly even regional powers can achieve levels of precision that were once out of reach. This is a serious challenge for the United States. For decades, the US dominated the battlefield through superior intelligence, surveillance, and reconnaissance, what's known as ISR. But now, that advantage is shrinking, because the battlefield is becoming transparent. Fixed military bases, once considered secure, are now constantly visible from space. Every movement, every deployment, every vulnerability can potentially be observed. And if it can be observed, it can be targeted. This forces a major shift in military strategy. Bases must become more mobile, more concealed, and more unpredictable. Because the era of static defense is rapidly fading. Looking forward, this trend points to a new kind of warfare. A battlefield where data is the most valuable weapon, where victory depends not just on firepower, but on who can see faster, process faster, and act faster. And perhaps most importantly, where private technology companies play a growing role in shaping military outcomes. So when we look at Iran's precision strikes, we shouldn't just be asking how accurate their missiles are, we should be asking who is guiding them. Because in modern warfare, the side that controls information controls the battlefield.